How's it going, guys? I'm Samson Seas, captain of the 7 Seas at Ross IELTS Academy. Now, as many of you are struggling to get a high score in your IELTS speaking, I'm here today to do some practice in part 1 of speaking about study. Oh, I see many of you have faced this topic in part 1. Of course you have. That is one of the most common ones in this part, like many others. So what I want to do is show you what possible questions you may be asked on this topic and how easily you can get 7 and above in speaking just by giving some short but clear answers. So who says you need to be an instructor or a native speaker to do so? You should just learn the strategies. That's what I'm here for. But before we get started, please subscribe to our channel because there are so many other free and useful material on the way, and you may want to use them to boost your score in a short amount of time. Now, I want to thank you for your lovely comments on our YouTube channel. They're awesome. Every day we receive tons of messages and comments from you, which mean the world to us. Let's take a look at these comments, giving us the positive vibes. So we've got Shakibars English has said, I just got my exam results. Thank you for helping me with your videos. I got 7.5. Well done. That's an awesome score, and you can boost that by keep following our videos, keep following the tips, and I'm sure you're just going to get better and better. But nice one. It's lovely to hear from you. Take care. Also, thank you to Avshan Baramova, Ivailo Rushinov, and Shawan Ahmed for your positive energy. You guys rock. Thank you for your lovely comments and subscribing to our channel. Now, in the next videos, we will read more of these together, so feel free to leave us your messages. We'll get back to you. Very well. Now I will zoom in on some of the questions you might be asked about studying and show you how easily you can answer them. Once again, you should not explain a lot in part 1. You should give a 2 to 3 sentence answer because this part is no longer than 5 minutes. Even if you give long answers, the examiner will stop you to ask you the next question. So bear that in mind. Now I want to give you the answer to some questions, but make sure to watch this video to the very end.
We can start with the first question here. The topic is study. And here we go. What do you study? Samson.
Well, I have to say, I quit my job and I dived right back into studying, and now I'm actually studying physics. I'm studying physics because I love the planets.
Thank you, Mehnaz.
Presently, I'm doing my master's in architecture, and I chose this major because I was into architecture since I was at high school.
Thank you so much. Now the second question, why did you choose that subject? Mehnaz?
As I mentioned before, I was into this major since I was at high school. One of the other reasons that I can think of is my passion from my childhood. I always loved creating new things, designing new things, and I think that this is just the right major for me. It's just all I love to do.
Thank you so much. And Samson?
Well, as I told you in the first question, I love studying the planets. I just find it really interesting that there could be life after Earth, or life beyond Earth, which is probably the correct phrase I should be using. So that's my answer.
Thank you so much. Now the third question. Is it a popular subject in your country? Samson?
I believe physics is a popular subject in my country because we sort of have a lot of groups, we have a lot of universities, and with plenty of subjects. I think lots of people are studying physics, particularly the young generation.
Thank you, Mehnaz.
Frankly, I don't really know the right answer to this question, since parents usually push their kids to choose medicine as the major that they like because they think that it has a better social status for them in the future. But I strongly disagree with that.
Thank you very much. And here we go with the last question. Would you choose that subject if you could? Samson.
To be honest with you, I think I would quit this subject very soon because it just gets too complicated and you don't know how deep the rabbit hole goes when you're studying physics. So I think I'll just drop right out and go back into and pick another career because I think it's just too mind-boggling.
Thank you so much. And Mehnaz?
If I didn't like this job, I wouldn't choose it then. I like this major and the job positions that I might have in the future because I think that it can be a great field for me, and I try to make a contribution in this field, and it's just my dream and my goal at the same time. So yes.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Great. So now let's see what they did. I can start with Samson. Okay, I can say that the answers to these questions couldn't be very, very long because when I say, what do you study? Maybe you just mention your major, and that's the big mistake many candidates make. As you know, in part one, you should give short answers, but not too short. Like some questions you would say, okay, this is my job and done. This is my major and done. But you should just keep talking. Say something, add something. Like, for example, Samson said physics, but then he said, I chose this subject because he gave me a reason. You should give me reasons or talk about the results or more explanations, examples, but not too long. Other than that, what I loved in Samson's speaking was the fillers he was using. Like when he was talking, not just in the beginning or at the end of a sentence, every time or in every sentence that he felt this is the right place, he tried to use a filler or some boosters to come up with ideas or make me understand that this is my idea. This is the example. This is what I think. And I could hear some very good collocations and some good words, like, for example, drop out or pick a career. To talk about Mehnaz, I can say I loved her paraphrasing and the boosters and fillers she was using. For example, she said, I'm into something, or as I mentioned. And another word, presently. She used the word presently like the synonym for the word now or at the moment or these days, something like that. And something else about her speaking was that the third question where I asked her, is it a popular subject in your country? She said, I don't have the right answer to this question, but she did not stop. She kept talking. She said, but I can say she added something to cover her ideas and just get those scores. And yeah, she saved herself. There was just one problem. She said, if I didn't like this job, while she was talking about the major she studies, but then she corrected herself. And maybe that's because she was thinking and speaking at the same time. And these things happen. Self-correction, influence, and coherence. So generally, I can say that they were both good. And I cannot really choose who the winner might be because, yeah, they were equally good. Now let's see what they think of their performance today. Okay, guys, I cannot choose a winner or a loser. Not a good word. I don't like loser. But you're both winners today because I loved your speaking.
Yes.
And yeah, what do you think of your speaking, your performance today?
Well, I thought I had to put in more energy because I wasn't telling the truth. And that's okay when you're having a
Yes, you shouldn't be
speak.
truthful. You can just lie.
Exactly,
As long
that
as
was
your
my
answer
question.
is
Do you
related.
really study physics?
I've never studied
Uh-huh.
physics.
When?
I've never studied physics and probably
Exactly,
never
that
will.
was great. He
Yes,
just covered it.
I just covered
great,
it.
great. Thank you very much. Mehnaz, how about you?
It was good. Didn't actually have a lot to talk about, but I thought I would, but I didn't. But generally, it was good enough. And I actually said, as you said, that I wouldn't choose this job. And then I realized, wow, I was thinking about talking about the job afterwards. And I
Saved
used the
yourself.
word job sooner
Nice.
than
That was your
that.
next
So-
idea.
Exactly.
Mhm.
So that's really hard to generate all of your ideas. And
That's
I
right.
get that
Yeah.
now.
Yeah. But anyways, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank
It was
you.
a great feedback.
You're welcome. So guys, you saw we had 2 winners today. Thank you very much for your time, and we'll be back very soon with some other questions and some other parts of IELTS speaking. Stay tuned.
Did you see that? Well, you know, Mehrnaz, Mehrnush, they're very hard to compete with, but I do my best. This is how you can answer these questions, guys. IELTS speaking isn't that hard. You just need to familiarize yourself with the topics which are more likely to be on the test day. And if you face an unfamiliar one, no need to worry. You can apply some techniques to manage the question and make yourself proud and ready. Guess what? In our speaking courses and mock tests of speaking, we will teach you all these strategies and give you feedback on what you do and show you the way to improve it very easily. To enroll in them, you can visit our website, www.rossielts.com. We will be back again with more videos, so see you soon. Stay with us and enjoy the fun. I'm Samson Sees. See you soon.